Right now, without knowing it, your hands are measuring your lifespan. Pick something up. Squeeze it. Hold that tension. How long before you feel it weaken? Count the seconds. That moment of weakness is not normal aging. It is a quantified mortality signal, and it has been measured in 140,000 people across 17 countries. One ancient grip secret predicts whether you live past 80. Not philosophy, epidemiology. Your handshake strength is a death clock, and the ancients engineered a way to reset it. The 2015 Liang study tracked those 140,000 people. The single best predictor of who would die in the next 4 years was not blood pressure, not cholesterol, not BMI, grip strength. Every 5 kilograms of grip you lose corresponds to a 16% increase in cardiovascular mortality risk. In the next 90 seconds, I will give you the exact mudra grip protocol the Vedic physicians prescribed for aging men. Then I will show you what changes in your cardiovascular system on day 1, day 3, day 7, and day 30. Begin now. Ring finger and little finger touch the tip of the thumb. Index and middle fingers extend straight. Palm faces up. Rested on your knee. Both hands. Spine long. Begin light tension. Hold it there. Keep holding. Begin building tension. 40%, 50, 60, 70. Hold at 70% of your maximum grip tension. Do not release. The grip mortality relationship is dose-response. Every unit of grip lost corresponds to a measurable unit of mortality risk gained. Linear, consistent across cultures, continents, and ages. This is not a correlation study anomaly. It replicates, every time, in every population tested. What you are holding right now is not a spiritual gesture. The Prana Mudra is a sustained isometric forearm flexor contraction at submaximal load. When held for 3 minutes, the exact threshold used in clinical grip studies, it meets every benchmark used to classify grip strength as cardiovascularly protective. The ancients did not call it isometric training, but that is precisely what they engineered. Here is the mechanism beneath the mechanism. After 50, fast twitch motor units are lost at 3% per year, not because the muscle disappears, because the neural signal stops reaching dormant fibers. The fibers are still there, waiting. Isometric holds at controlled tension rebuild the neural pathway. The mudra is the delivery mechanism the ancients designed before they had the language for motor neuron physiology. A peer-reviewed analysis, the Carlson study, quantified what isometric hand grip training does to resting blood pressure. The reduction was 6.8 millimeters of mercury in systolic pressure. That figure is comparable to first-line antihypertensive medication. You are now 2.5 minutes in. You are still holding, and a thought is forming. I need equipment for this. I need a gym. I am probably too far gone for this to work. Demolish that thought now. You do not need a dynamometer. You do not need a grip trainer. You need your own hand. The Prana Mudra requires nothing except the intent to hold tension for 3 minutes. That is the entire equipment list. And too far gone is not a biological category. Grip strength responds to isometric training in men up to age 75. The research shows measurable improvement within 4 weeks in men who began at clinically weak levels. Biology does not work on a one-way ratchet. The signal can be rebuilt. 3 minutes, one hand position, eyes closed or open, sitting, standing, or walking, morning, noon, or night. The protocol adapts to your life. Your life does not need to adapt to the protocol. Your doctor measures your blood pressure at every visit. They have never once measured your grip strength. And yet the data says grip strength predicts your death more accurately than blood pressure. Think about that gap. Arterial compliance, the flexibility of vessel walls, determines cardiac workload. As arteries stiffen, the heart labors harder and cardiovascular degradation accelerates. Isometric grip training improves arterial compliance through a pressure reflex vasodilation mechanism, the same outcome pharmaceutical vasodilators produce chemically. The Liang study architecture is worth understanding fully. 140,000 participants, 17 countries, 4-year follow-up, controlled for age, smoking, physical activity, and education level. Grip strength remained independently predictive after controlling for all of those variables. Independently predictive. The variable stands alone. In Vedic texts, the Prana Mudra was prescribed specifically for vital force restoration in aging men. The Sanskrit word prana translates directly as life force. They were describing cardiovascular vitality in the only language available to them. We now have the imaging to confirm what they observed empirically over 3,000 years. Repeated isometric loading remodels arterial walls over weeks, increasing compliance, reducing stiffness, reversing the cardiovascular degradation that grip decline signals. You are now at phase 3, 90 seconds into this hold. Feel what is happening in your forearm. At 90 seconds, you will feel a burn in your forearm. Most men think that is weakness. They release. They are wrong. That burn is not fatigue. It is motor unit recruitment. The dormant fast-twitch fibers that atrophied in your 50s are being reactivated by the neural signal that stopped reaching them. That sensation is your cardiovascular mortality biomarker reversing in real time. Hold it. Release now. Feel the warmth flood your hand. That is nitric oxide. That is arterial dilation. That is your cardiovascular system responding to 3 minutes of mechanical input. That warmth is the biology working. This is phase 4. The vasodilation flush. The exhale of the vascular system after controlled loading. Every hold ends here. Every hold delivers this. Now, what changes? Day by day. Day 1. The neural signal fires through dormant motor units for the first time in years. The felt experience, surprising forearm fatigue. Not from weakness, but because those fibers have not been fully recruited in a long time. That fatigue is the signal re-establishing contact. It is not a warning, it is a confirmation. Day 3. Resting blood pressure begins measurable decline. The isometric reflex is recalibrating baseline vascular tone. The felt experience, hands warmer at rest, peripheral vasodilation expressing at the surface. Your circulatory system is opening. Day 7. Grip endurance improves noticeably. The Carlson protocol's 6.8 mm systolic reduction begins manifesting. The felt experience, the mudra hold feels less effortful at the same tension load. The motor units are returning. The neural pathway is rebuilding. Day 30. Grip strength measurably increases, testable with any squeeze test or dynamometer. Motor unit recruitment patterns have shifted. Fast twitch fiber response is restored. The felt experience. Objects feel lighter. Jars open without effort. Hands feel different in the morning. That is not coincidence. That is cardiovascular biomarker reversal expressing as functional strength in daily life. 3 minutes daily, 30 days, 90 minutes of total investment. In exchange, a measurable shift in the single most predictive mortality biomarker ever identified. Calculate that return on time. Your grip is not isolated. It is the output of a nervous system, a cardiovascular system, and a musculoskeletal system operating in coordination. When grip weakens, all three are degrading in parallel. When grip strengthens through isometric loading, all three respond. Arterial compliance improves, motor unit recruitment rebuilds, cardiovascular mortality risk declines. This is a system effect from a 3-minute daily input. The wall sit video on this channel targets the lower body isometric system, the same mortality biomarker logic applied to quadriceps and posterior chain strength. The 5 Tibetan rites video sequences 5 ancient holds working the full kinetic chain from foot to skull. Together, mudra grip, wall sit, and the 5 rites constitute a complete isometric longevity protocol. The ancients did not design these practices separately. They designed them as a system. Watch them as a system. The nervous system, the glymphatic cycle, and vagal tone. Those videos are already on this channel. The Codex is a map. You are reading it. Your handshake is a mortality test. It has always been a mortality test. The ancients knew. The data confirms it. The Codex is open.